You don't notice it at first. That's the thing nobody warns you about. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no single morning where you throw a leg over the bike and think something is wrong. It's slower than that, quieter than that, more dishonest than that. It happens across hundreds of rides, across thousands of miles, a fraction of a percent at a time. And by the time you finally feel it, by the time you're on the on-ramp twisting the throttle and the bike just doesn't respond the way it used to, you've already lost somewhere between 15 and 25% of your engine's power. Gone, silently, without a single warning light. I've been riding for 11 years, and I'll be honest with you, this happened to me, and I blamed everything except the real cause. I thought my fuel was bad. I thought my exhaust was getting restrictive. I even started wondering if the bike was just getting old, like somehow the metal inside the engine was getting tired. I spent $340 chasing a power loss that had nothing to do with any of those things. The real reason was something I had been ignoring for 3 years. Something so simple, so cheap to fix, so completely overlooked by the vast majority of riders that when I finally addressed it, I felt the difference on the very next ride. And when I asked around, talked to other riders, asked in forums, brought it up at my local bike night, I realized almost nobody was paying attention to this. I'm talking about your spark plugs and your fuel system. Specifically, the invisible buildup that slowly, systematically chokes the life out of your engine without ever making a sound loud enough for you to notice. Let me explain exactly what's happening inside your engine right now. Every time your engine fires, a precise mixture of air and fuel enters the combustion chamber. The spark plug ignites it. That explosion pushes the piston down. That's your power. Simple, right? But here's what textbooks don't tell you about real-world riding. That combustion process is never perfectly clean. Never. Even with high-quality fuel, even on a well-tuned bike, every single combustion cycle leaves behind microscopic deposits. Carbon, partially burned fuel residue, oil vapor that gets past the piston rings. On ride 1, those deposits are invisible. On ride 100, still nothing you'd ever notice. On ride 5,000, still nothing you'd ever notice. But by ride 3,000, those deposits have built up on the back of your intake valves, inside your combustion chamber, and most critically, on the electrodes of your spark plugs. Layer by microscopic layer, over years of riding, your engine is getting slowly, quietly contaminated from the inside. And here's where it starts costing you. Your spark plug's job is to deliver a precise, powerful spark at exactly the right microsecond. The gap between the center electrode and the ground electrode, typically somewhere between 0.028 and 0.035 inches on most bikes, has to be exact. That gap is engineered to produce the optimal spark for complete combustion. Carbon deposits on that electrode do two things. First, they insulate it, reducing the intensity of the spark. Second, over time, they physically change the gap as the electrode erodes and deposits accumulate. A plug that's supposed to fire at 28,000 volts starts needing 35,000 volts to jump that compromised gap. Your ignition coil is working harder. The spark is weaker. Combustion becomes incomplete. Incomplete combustion means unburned fuel passing through your engine. Unburned fuel means less power from every single piston stroke. Less power means you're twisting the throttle harder to get the same acceleration you used to get effortlessly. And you've been doing this so gradually over so many months that your hands adapted without your brain ever registering the loss. That's how quiet this is. Now let me add the second half of this problem, because spark plugs alone aren't the whole story. Your fuel injectors. Modern motorcycles use fuel injection, tiny precision nozzles that spray an atomized mist of fuel into the intake tract at extremely high pressure. The spray pattern has to be exact, a perfect cone of fine mist that mixes completely with incoming air for efficient combustion. Over time, and we're talking normal use, normal fuel, nothing exotic, those injector nozzles accumulate deposits too. Fuel isn't perfectly clean. Even top-tier gasoline contains trace impurities. Over thousands of miles, varnish and carbon build up around the injector tip, partially blocking the spray holes.
Instead of a perfect fine mist, you get an irregular, partially blocked spray.
droplets instead of mist, uneven fuel distribution across the combustion chamber. That means some parts of the air-fuel mixture burn completely, and other parts don't. Power gets inconsistent. You start feeling it as a slight hesitation off idle, a flatness in the mid-range that wasn't there before, a throttle response that feels just slightly soft compared to what you remember. Most riders never connect these symptoms to fuel injectors. They just adapt. They twist more. They accept that maybe the bike is just getting older. It isn't. It's getting dirty. Here's what fixed my bike. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. Step 1. Spark plugs. Pull them and look at them. On most motorcycles, this is a 20-minute job. A socket wrench, the correct spark plug socket, and your service manual telling you which plugs to buy. What you're looking for, a healthy plug has a light tan or grayish-brown deposit on the electrode. That's normal. What you don't want is heavy black carbon fouling, that thick sooty buildup that tells you combustion has been incomplete. Or white chalky deposits that indicate the engine is running too hot or lean. Spark plugs on most bikes cost between $4 and $12 each. Your bike likely has 1, 2, or 4 of them. This is a $20 to $50 job you can do in your driveway on a Saturday morning. Manufacturers typically recommend replacement every 8,000 to 16,000 miles, depending on the plug type. Iridium plugs last longer. Copper plugs need more frequent changes. When I replaced mine, 3 years overdue, sitting at around 24,000 miles beyond their recommended interval, the bike felt like it woke up. Throttle response was immediate. The mid-range pull that had gone soft came back. Highway passing power that I had stopped expecting was suddenly right there under my right hand again. I was angry at myself for waiting so long. Step 2. Fuel system cleaner. Before you roll your eyes, I'm not talking about the cheap stuff you mindlessly dump in a tank hoping something happens. I'm talking about a quality, concentrated fuel system cleaner run through a full tank at the correct ratio. Brands like Seafoam, Lucas, and BG44K have genuine chemistry behind them. Detergents specifically formulated to dissolve the varnish and carbon deposits that accumulate on injector tips and intake valves. This is not magic, it's chemistry. It takes 1 to 2 full tanks to work completely, but done once every 10,000 to 15,000 miles as routine maintenance, it prevents the gradual injector fouling that robs you of power so slowly you never notice it going. Cost? $10 to $15 per treatment. That is it. Step 3. Air filter. I know I've mentioned this before, but it belongs in this conversation because it directly connects. A clogged air filter restricts the air side of your air-fuel ratio. When air is restricted and fuel delivery stays constant, you run rich, excess fuel, incomplete combustion, power loss, and, ironically, worse fuel economy at the same time. It's the worst of every world. Check your air filter every 6,000 miles. Replace it every 12 to 15,000 miles or sooner if you ride in dusty conditions. A $15 air filter is the cheapest horsepower you'll ever buy back. Here's what I want you to understand about all of this. Your bike did not lose power because it got old. Engines don't get tired the way humans do. Metal doesn't get weary. A well-maintained engine at 60,000 miles can pull just as hard as it did at 6,000 miles. The riders who understand that are out here on high-mileage bikes that run cleaner and stronger than neglected bikes half their age. Power loss is almost always maintenance loss. It's the accumulation of small, neglected things. A plug 3 years past due, injectors coated in varnish, an air filter strangling the intake, each one taking a small percentage, all of them adding up to a bike that feels like a shadow of what you bought. You bought a machine. Take care of the machine, and it will take care of you. $20 in spark plugs, $15 in fuel system cleaner, $15 for an air filter, $50, one Saturday morning, and you'll feel the difference before you reach the end of your street. That's the real reason your bike has been losing power, and now you know exactly how to get it back. If this just explains something that's been bothering you for months, hit that like button and subscribe, because next week we're doing the full spark plug replacement walkthrough, start to finish, right in a home garage. No lift, no special tools, no experience required. See you then.